Hello again, YouTube. Welcome to another video, probably for our South Carolina Living channel. We are canning again today. It's just going to be a quick short video on what we're doing. If any of you pay attention to our Facebook as well, you'll know that we this year were able to get a deer. And when we took it to the processor, we asked if we could keep the bones because we wanted to make some venison broth, which is what we're doing right now. Now, for the venison broth itself, I didn't really show you all the boring parts of that, but there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can prepare the bones for making it into broth. A lot of people say that you should try roasting the bones first, and then you boil them, and then you boil them again, and then you boil them again, and then you get all the bones out of it, and then you boil down the broth, and then you let it cool down, you skim off the fat, and then you can it. That's pretty much the process we used. And right now we do have some in the canner here. We do have the jars. The way we prep our jars is we actually went out and bought some brand new ones because we've been canning so much stuff. We needed some more. We get new jars, we wash them, hot soapy water, rinse them, dry them, put them in the oven, sterilize them on like 200 degrees for, half an hour, 40 minutes, whatever, however long we want. And then we heat up the venison broth. And we put the warm venison broth into the warm glass jars. We seal them with the warm but not hot lid and ring. Tighten it hand tight and stick it in the pressure cooking canner. And the pressure cooking canner in itself is a fun device. You have to wait for it to get up to the right pressure. Our particular one has this little pressure relief valve here, and this pops up, plus it has to hiss out smoke or hiss out pressure and steam for 10 minutes. Then you put the weight on it. Then once the weight is on, which we're at now, then you wait for the pressure. Because of our altitude, we try to get it to 11 or 12, right in there, somewhere in there. Sometimes it goes a little bit higher, but then we gotta turn it up and play with the stove to get it to the right temp. Then once it's at temp, or up to pressure I should say, you try to keep it at that pressure without dropping below it for 25 minutes, because we're doing quart jars. And then once 25 minutes is up, you turn it off, let it cool down, let all the pressure evacuate out of the pot all by itself. Do not help it. It does not need your help, and it'll only damage that and you. And then what you get is you end up with this. These are all venison broth made from the deer bones of the deer that we were able to catch. So we have these 7 here, plus we have 2 more in the canner, and then we also have 2 chicken broth ones that we're canning in quarts as well. And we use them for all different types of things, for actual making soup, plus you also can use them for stews and other things. You can always check your recipes and find out which ones they are. But this is our first deer, first batch of the venison broth, so we're really excited and looking forward to trying this out on some different things. We also have a whole freezer full of venison meat in different types, and we're going to be making some venison sausage coming up, and I may video that as well. So if that's something you guys are interested in, stay tuned. You'll get a look at that as well. Alright, well, we are at pressure here, so I'm going to try and get this thing situated to a pressure that I'm happy with, and that it's happy with for 25 minutes, and then we'll have some more broth soon. Alright, talk to you later.